Hello everybody, cold day here on the Connecticut River. It's still very beautiful, frozen over. And today I was just thinking about, it's cold and to sit outside for this amount of time can sometimes be a little complicated, but luckily I'm a fairly big-boned and husky young man. So I'm not that cold. But it was interesting because it reminded me of a story, an anecdote that a friend told me recently. She was talking about a show that she really enjoys, and you may know this show. I don't, because I can't really watch TV anymore. But it's a competition where people get put out in a very complex environment, and they have to survive. Whoever stays the longest, I guess. And it's pretty brutal, it sounds like. And so there are three fundamental strategies that people use. And I promise this has a point. The punchline here is going to be good. I promise. It's not for nothing. All right. Generally, people try and make fire, or they try and make food, or they try and make shelter. And she said there was one person who came, and they arrived, and they just kind of sat down. And they were probably a pretty boring contestant, but they didn't do any of those things. They just sat down and used as little energy as possible. And it's interesting because it was a strategy. The strategy was endurance. Just outlast them. Let them do whatever they need to do to expel their energy, but just conserve energy. This is the answer to what slothiness is. Remember, I did that video in the very beginning. I'll link it here. Slothiness. I was talking about how two-toed and three-toed sloths, totally different animals, okay? Different species, different digestive systems, not related, but convergent evolution. And I thought, what is the benefit of being a sloth? A gosh darn sloth. And there's the answer. A survival strategy based on stillness. The simple endurance and needing as little as possible because you are spending as little as possible. It's a fascinating idea. It's cool. Sloths are not as exciting as jaguars, but still, that is a pretty fascinating survival strategy. So I thought it was cool. Have a great one.